Hello, princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. Today we are going to look at a new little product from Bite Beauty. This is the Bite Beauty Daycation Whipped Blush. These little guys are on sale right now on the Bite website and on Sephora, so I have linked all that information below for your buying pleasure. They are $32 each, and there are 4 different shades, I believe, currently. I have 2 of them right here, so I have 50% of the collection. I have the watermelon shade, and this is the watermelon shade, and the melon mojito shade. We're gonna do full try-ons of both products, so I'm not gonna do one in one. I'm just gonna go ahead and put it on both cheeks. We are also going to do what I see the models and such for Bite doing, which is putting it on the eyes as well to make that monochromatic look. And though they don't show this in their promos, and I'm not sure why, we're also gonna try this on the lips because I'm curious why Bite Beauty isn't advertising it also as a lip product. It could be the fact that Bite Beauty was born, Bite as a, of course, mouth reference, as a lip product company that started with some of those very beautiful and luxurious lip treatments and lip balms, and they have progressed and worked out as their following has grown. So perhaps they think that they've already covered that lip territory perhaps, and they're going to leave this new product for cheeks and also eyes. But we're going to go ahead and try them both on from eyes to lips all the way down and in between. This really reminds me of a liquid blush as far as the blush part of it goes. Let me show you the colors I got here and let me show you how it works. So it comes in this little round, almost like Pac-Man or cheese wheel, depending on how hungry you are, casing, and then you wind it down there, and then you squeeze the bottom to get the product out. The product will squirt out if you don't do it correctly, so there it is. And it is, as you see, it's not really going anywhere unless I really shake it. It is a whipped consistency. It would help if I let you see it better. It is a whipped consistency. I want to show you by touching this just a little bit. It's cooling as well. It's not going anywhere on my finger, as you see. And here is that watermelon shade. It's almost a pale mauve pink, very, very, very pretty. I did well this time. Sometimes, here, let me give you a second swatch there. Sometimes I feel like I get shades that are too similar because I'm buying also for myself. But here I think I did a good job showing a little bit of the range of the shade choices. And here we go. Let me see if I can get this to, there we go. Then maybe see that a bit better. And this, of course, is the Melon Mojito shade. Here it is on the finger. As you can see, it's a very thick product there that is not going anywhere. And here we go on the arm for an arm swatch. And it has almost a little bit, whereas this shade looks a bit more matte, as you see, this shade here, this Melon Mojito shade, is a little bit more reflective. They're both very, very, very pretty. A really warm shade and a slightly cooler pink shade. We are going to try on both, as I said, from eyes to lips, and also as we try them on, I will make some current comparisons. We have so many cheek products out, especially right now. We have creams, liquids, all sorts of good stuff. I haven't really seen any great powder ones come out newly introduced, except for Mother Pat McGrath is introducing some that will blow everybody off the shelf, I think, but we'll have to see. For right now, we are still in the land of cream blushes until hers are released. So let's try them all on together, or all 2 of them together, and see what we think. Stay right there. Okay, so in case you're noticing anything already on my lids, you're very observant. I have put just a little bit of bronzer in the crease because I just want it to look like something when we put this on the lid. And what I'm going to do is I have 2 colors here, which I think I mentioned. I chose the shade Watermelon and Melon Mojito. So I think we'll do Melon Mojito first. I'm turning my mirror here. And then I will take that off and we'll do the watermelon color with, you know, eyeliner and mascara and just kind of pretty it up. Okay, so here we go. We already looked at what they look like, and I'm going to apply it with my fingers and then just dot it on. And this is what, oh, it's nice and cooling. So this is the first time with me trying this onto the cheek. It is nice and cooling. And I'm just squeezing it out like I showed you already. A little bit more on that cheek. Ooh, very, very, very pretty. Kind of basically like, to be honest with you, Princesses, kind of really like a liquid blush is how this is feeling to me more than a cream. So kind of more on par with the Surratt Artistique liquid blushes. That is the current, that's what I would currently compare it to. There's other comparisons we would make, but if we're talking about something current, that's what I would do. And I'm going to take it now and just put it on the lid. And in the demonstration that I saw Bite Beauty do, they did it exactly as I'm doing it with fingers, which is kind of fun. It's really cooling on the lid. I don't know if it's making a whole heck of a lot of impact. I'm kind of glad that I put on the blush, but really for a light makeup summer look, it's actually quite pretty. I did not see them put this on the lips. I think I might have mentioned that. And I kind of have right now like a pink stain that's kind of worn off on my lips. I just kind of wanted to show you this kind of coral color, and then we're going to go all out with the pink. But yes, this is feeling very much to me like a liquid blush. I don't know if I would normally choose to put it on the eyes, but it's actually kind of pretty. Let's try the pink. Let me take this off and come right back. Okay, I took everything off and I just kind of refreshed the bronzer in the crease. Let's try this really pinky color because I have this pink stain on my lips, which I'll refresh after as well when I put on the mascara. So here we go. And you have seen that swatched. This is a really pretty, it's called watermelon, but it's a really pretty mauve color. Look at that. And I think we need a little more. I cannot express how lovely that cooling sensation is, but that is a cooling sensation that I feel with a lot of liquid blushes on the market. This is really pretty. It kind of rivals the Surratt, to be honest, minus the sponge. You know, the Surratt has the sponge applicator. Okay. Oh, it's a little kind of white cast for the eye. I don't know how I feel about that as an eye shade. I really, really liked the that Melon Mojito on the eye. That was actually really pretty. And the Melon Mojito kind of reminded me of the Rare Beauty collection that she did kind of a little bit back, which had all those kind of monotone colors and neutral and apricot. Remember that collection? If you ever tried that, that's what that shade reminded me of. This is very pink. I mean, it's not bad. I wonder if it would go on the lips. Let's try it. I know I have a little bit of a stain on there. No, I think that's a little, look at how 1960s that is because it's so white. I think that's a little bit dry on the lips and would probably, it's not bad actually. No, it's not bad actually. I don't think it's dry. I'm going to take that back. I should have tried the other one on the lips too. Let's put a little more of this on. It's definitely a monochromatic look. Let me add in some mascara. Let's see what we get when we just kind of put this whole monochromatic look together, shall we? Let's see. Well, that's kind of a fresh, fun look for summer, isn't it? Actually, I'm really happy with it. I thought, oh, why am I putting this pink all over my eyes? I'm kind of happy with it, and look at it on the lips actually. It's a really 60s vibe because it's really pale. I hope the camera is picking that up. I thought it would be uncomfortable. Like I figured there was a reason that the model on camera did not dab this on the lips, and I've been really suspicious about it, but it feels to me, you know, sometimes you'll put a powder on your lips, not a drying powder because it's sitting on top of the lips, so not like a those powder liquid lipsticks, nothing like that. But when you actually dip into a eyeshadow powder and dot it on your lips for a specific look, it feels a little bit like that. Not drying, certainly not moisturizing, but not drying, more like a powder on the lips, and it's kind of pretty actually as a whole look, especially on those no makeup days. And when it gets really hot in the summer, if you're anything like me, the thought of putting on a lot of makeup just is heinous. So this would be fantastic for that. But back in the real world, most of us will really just use this as a blush. I like this pulled together monochromatic look. I actually think it's really pretty, but will I do this all the time? Probably I'll use it as a blush. And I wanted to bring out the Surratt blush because when I really started playing with this, it reminded me of the Surratt liquid Artistique lip liquid. So let me just show you that the Surratt has this kind of a sponge applicator, whereas this, you know, is calling itself whipped, but I mean that, woo! Did you see that? That's just kind of a gimmick. So here is the, on my hand there where I goofed and put it. Okay, so the Surratt liquid is a little bit more liquidy. I guess you can say that in a way this is more of a whipped texture. So this one on this side is the Surratt, and you can see it is a little bit more watery. And this side is the Bite Beauty, and it is a little bit thicker in consistency. But that coolingness and the nature of it, definitely they remind me, although now that I see in texture, the Surratt is much thinner and much more of a liquid. The Surratt would even run down my hand if I put a lot of it here, whereas the Bite really won't go anywhere. It does have more of a whipped texture, which is actually interesting. Would it always squirt into the air when you went to put it on? I don't know. That remains to be seen, but it does look like it's a possibility. Squeeze at your own risk. Squeeze carefully. Squeeze away from a white shirt, I suppose would be the best advice, wouldn't it? I really like it. Though the consistency, as we just proved, is a little bit dissimilar to a true liquid blush like the Surratt, it does feel that way on the face. It applies and thins out. It stains. It's very, very pretty. This would be $32 as opposed to, what is it? You'd save about $10, I guess, off of the Surratt price. Hey, it's money saved, especially if you're buying more than one shade. These are very, very, very pretty, and I am really happy with this full look, although to be honest, I would probably just use it as a blush. Why? When there's no reason to? I don't know, because I know my habits. I know myself. We all know ourselves, right? So I would love to know what your thoughts are on this and on Bite going into, you know, they're doing more and more makeup products rather than just lips. What are your thoughts? I do need to clean off my hands here, don't I? And I would love to hear your comments. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I sure hope you did. And if you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing to my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.